Jorge Hernandez, the low blow here with Professor Rosales. I don't think I've ever seen two people against one in training besides a street fight. Why do you actually incorporate that into Brandi Montoya's routine?
What it is right now we don't have anybody that's up to Brandi's level, so it takes two people to compete with her at that level and keep her at that level. That's why we utilize two. A majority of the training that we do, and we instilled that from martial arts. So that's what we do, and I incorporate that in the boxing.
Now, when it comes to any of your students, especially boxing, is she one of your best ones that you've ever had?
Yes, she's most. With Brandi, she's probably the best all-around fighter that I ever produced. Yeah, she's probably.
And between the two sports, I mean, where does your love personally come for not just mixed martial arts? Because, you know, for the most part, this is a mixed martial arts gym, but the boxing as well. Where does the love for both actually come from, and how were you introduced to it?
Actually, what it was is I always taught kickboxing. I was a kickboxing fighter, and Max Abeda from the Athletic Commission came up to me and told me he'd seen me do some amateur kickboxing. He said, "You need to be a boxing rep." And I was like, "A boxing rep? I don't know anything about boxing. I know kickboxing." And he goes, "Nah, just go buy a light blue shirt and a bow tie and we'll put you in." So what happened is he allowed me to rep, and I only did like 2 4-round regular boxing matches. And then I ended up working the world title fight, which was for Danny Romero. They chose me, and I was like, I'm brand new to this. I don't even know the rules or anything. He says, "You're a natural. Get in there and do it." So, and then right after the Danny Romero thing, I did the Johnny Tapia's fight. It's all his Showtime, HBO, and White Water Sports. So that's when I started saying, well, I better learn the sport. So I started, I really didn't care for it. And then I started getting into it, and it's an art. Boxing, an art, like martial arts.
Yeah.
And when you start realizing the angles and the technical part of it, then you start enjoying it and really enjoying the art of boxing. And I could say Johnny Tapia was probably the one that put me at odds a few times when I was watching him box, just the angles that he would do. He's like the Michael Jordan of the ring.
Yeah.
And that's what Johnny used to be, and that just like totally blew me away. And then from there I just started training boxing.
Yeah. And now just back to Brandi just a little bit. I don't think anyone's asked you just yet how you feel about that first loss to Natalie Roy, which is pretty controversial, and now the rematch is actually coming. So
right, I felt that we edged the fight, I've been studying that fight left and right, and that's my job, and I try to look at it unbiased, you know, like an official, and I always tell my people, you know, when we do our events, to judge as honest as possible and be unbiased, and I keep studying it, and Brandi did edge that fight. I mean, the close fight could have went to a draw, but I thought, in my eyes, Brandi edged it. And it's not because Brandi's my fighter, she edged the fight.
How much does this rematch mean to you then, especially how much would a victory mean, just to possibly just either redeem what you think was probably a victory for her, or...
Yes, that's what we're looking at. I mean, we're not taking nothing away from Natalie Roy. We've got the most respect for Natalie. She's a great coach. She trains hard just like Brandi, and it'd be an honor for us to beat her and fair and square.
So for people that are interested in either doing kickboxing or boxing with you, how can they get in contact with you?
They can call me here at Rosales. My number is 866-8541. Just go to rosaleskarate.org, and we'll get you started.
Well, it's a big fight here, April 28th, Natalie Roy against Brandi the Baby Doll Montoya at Santa Ana Star Casino, so make sure you guys check it out. We'll catch you guys later.